You know what I'm saying? You gotta be, listen, you cannot let your thirst get carried away from you, okay, on this internet, okay? If you find yourself up at night, one night, horny and shit, you know what I'm saying? Don't be in exchanging with no chicks on the internet, especially that's too close to home, okay? Send pictures of yourself, video footage of yourself, any of that weirdo shit. Don't do it because it's gonna come back to bite you in the ass. This is a warning to all you brothers. Don't do this shit, bro. Ain't that much thirst in the world. They got pornos for a reason. You feel me? Listen to me, brothers. Go on Pornhub, right? You can type in everything you want to type in on Pornhub. You type in. This is what I always type in on Pornhub. Brazilian lesbian ass eating. That's what I type in on Pornhub. So I ain't got to worry about seeing no cock. Brazilian lesbian ass eating. You know what I'm saying? I watch that shit, get it right on in. You feel me? That's what you do. You know, whatever you like, type that shit in, bro. Don't be talking to these sisters about all this other shit, bro. As far as I go, it's flirting.
We don't talk to no, we don't talk to no, we don't talk to no, we don't talk to no. I don't talk to no 5-0. Running my place when I drive slow. Always trying to come and fuck up my day. All signs so appearing to me. The fearful and weak, abusing their power, throwing stones at the throne, thinking they fucking with me. I can get out of any kind of jam. Gotta connect with the devil man. Principalities in the Netherlands coming out of G. Nigga, please dig a hole in the sand, laying in. Save yourself a lot of pain. Shit. Why you think I'm always talking about wholeness? Trying to find balance for I'm lost and soulless. Only certain type of motherfuckers would notice. The realest, clear with the dealers. Have my third eye open. I don't fear what they're fearing. Really couldn't care what they're feeling. I'm a different type of animal, aware of the villain. Even stay real when I'm chilling, so I don't fuck with no dumb hoes. Fake lashes, fake asses, attitudes. I'm passing that shit to old me with a smash and pass the OGs. Probably at this, I really nah. I'm on my grown man shit, blowing out my big dick. Instead of yelling, go get off my lawn. I'm hating on the pigs. To the day that I die, motherfuck the cops. We don't talk to no pigs, nah. We don't talk to no 5-0. Nah, never that. All them coppers could die slow. I don't talk to no. Nah, never that. All them coppers could. I don't talk to no 5-0. Nah, never that. All them coppers could. We don't talk to no 5-0. Nah, never that. We don't talk to no. No threats, they don't want smoke. Where I been a bad kid. Amsterdam where the grass is. Something from a different planet. A couple of grams of Moroccan hash. I show them how it's holographic. Morphogenetic field. Already lost, you arguing flat. Chase a bag of bad.
Bring that one back.
Kids living
Goland Profits. LDBC mixtape. Lions Den.
Amsterdam where the grass is. Something from a different planet. A couple of grams of Moroccan hash. I show them how it's holographic. Morphogenetic field. Already lost, you arguing flatness. Please don't fall for the catfish. Cats reacting off catnip, acting all funny and fall asleep. That's how they fall for the fuckery. Never me now, me never sleep. Couple of knives, my weaponry. Uncle Sam told me how to aim, go blam blam, kill a nigga dead. Headshots, no arm, legs, so don't push me over the edge. I'm edgy, like I already said. I'm ready to transform, and I hate that. I ain't right for the face tap. I can snipe, push your face back. Enough time, I don't waste that. No longer a soldier, more like a gentleman.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to my peoples and my guys. Look alive, look alive. It's your boy Ack Reacher with another episode of the Jab Jamboree. Executive produced by the Full Berserker Clan and produced by the mighty LDBC. How y'all all been, man? I know it's been a while. Thank y'all for all stopping through and coming in here. You know what I'm saying? I like to be relaxed before I'm getting ready to go fight. So this is one of the perfect ways for me to act like it's a normal day by going live and, chopping it up with y'all. I don't normally do good if I'm constantly thinking about the fight before I fight. I'm the type of person I gotta be chill. I gotta be relaxed like it's a normal day. You know what I mean? But I got my bro Odd Fella with me. What's going on, Odd Fella? Tell him what you got going, bro.
And hey, y'all know what it is. It's your favorite, your most hated Odd Fella. Back for another live stream. We acting hard today in the dig.
Yeah.
Live stream afternoons, Sat Day, Sarah Day, however you like to say it. You in the dig? But we here. You in the dig? Actually, you might get some questions about your upcoming fight if you don't mind. You know what I mean? We got to put you on the spot, man.
Go
You
ahead,
the
go ahead, go
LDBC,
ahead.
one of the LDBC resident fighters. You in the dig? So give us a little news, a little report on how your camp went, and what weight do you expect to come at for this fight?
I ain't gonna lie, I've been doing good. Y'all gonna be proud of me. You know, I fight at lightweight in the amateurs. That's 132. So basically, I'm 130 right now. Yeah, I mean on the
Mm,
dot, just to be safe. Just to be safe. I came in 2 pounds under. I didn't have to, but I just did it. You know what I mean? That's why I haven't really been live and stuff like that and stuff like that. I just been supporting people. I just been really being a friend. Everybody that been going off, I've been trying to come in, you know what I mean? All the people that, you know, really rock with me and I rock with them, you know what I mean? The love is mutual. So shout out to everybody, you know what I mean, that support me. And like you said, yeah, it was good. I actually had a personal chef this camp, like meal prep between not every week though, because my girl cooked some weeks, but the weeks like she was feeling sick, you know what I mean? I had this personal chef named Diddy. Shout out to my dude. Uh yeah, I mean he was preparing the meals, steaming the fish. Uh
okay.
about the only thing I didn't do about the and I'm gonna keep it real with y'all because there's only 3 people in here, so I can say it. Only thing I didn't do is one ritual that I normally do that one of my old heads taught me, one of my 40-year-olds. Only thing I didn't do was drink snake's blood. And that's
Uh,
about,
I
that's
thought
about
I thought you
that's
was gonna say you pee on your hands or something.
nah. I drink snake's blood before the fight. It gives vitamin A in it. It gives you a lot of energy, believe it or not. So yeah, yeah.
Interesting
That
tidbit. You know what I
hashtag
mean?
full berserker global.
Act dropping the gems. You know what I mean? To give you that, you know what I mean? That energy boost. Snake's blood. Sip it, not drink it. You know what I mean?
I mean, but you gotta dilute it, y'all. Y'all gotta boil the water, you know what I mean, first so you can dilute it because you don't want it to be, you know, thick, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So boil the water with it, kind of measure it out, you know what I mean, and put it in the I like drinking stuff cold. I can't drink shit room temperature and stuff like that. Like even if I'm mad thirsty, I have to put my juice, gate, whatever it is, I have to have it cold. I cannot drink anything hot. It got to be cold.
Now let me ask you this about your preparation for this fight. Um, do you know much about your opponent? And if so,
Well,
like, do you like study a lot of tape of your opponent?
well, kind of out of a hat because there's a lot of fighters there. Comes to the amateurs, you don't really get that luxury most of the time. If you in only time you really have an idea is if you go into like national tournaments
Right.
you know because you have an idea of what that kid is in his around his region or whatever. So then you would have okay, he where I know maybe in the semifinals I'm gonna end up fighting him. And you know what I mean, so on and so forth. So yeah, not really. You know, that's what I like about the amateurs because it really does get you ready for the pros in that sense that you're talking about. Like you have to be ready for anything. That's why a lot of boxers, if you notice, our fella, they'll tell you, I fought plenty of lefties in the amateurs, even though they didn't fight any probably pro. They feel like that amateur experience, you get what I'm saying, helps them.
Indeed, all different type of styles you come across. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, that's pretty dope. You know what I mean? Um,
I ain't gonna lie. One thing that I did do more than I normally do, I'll
mm,
admit, I think it was more strength and conditioning than actually boxing training for this camp because I wanted to increase my endurance. So I was probably at the gym maybe 3 times a week, and then the rest of the week, besides Sundays, is the only day that I don't work out. So like tomorrow, I'm definitely not gonna work out because especially if I'm sore, you know what I mean?
Indeed. Well, you showing hard work and dedication by coming in professionally. If this was the professional ranks, you would be a junior lightweight in a dig. You know what I mean? Challenging for a junior lightweight
or,
title at
or super
130. You know what I
featherweight,
mean?
or super featherweight, whatever sanctioning body we going for. You know.
Exact. You know what I mean? So good luck on at Reach of 45, our resident LDVC fighter on the come up in the dig.
Oh, before I forget, sorry to cut you off, Bella. Let me shout
Good.
out. Let me shout out my bro. The body snatcher. The body snatcher has to fight too. Only difference is he's like on a different side. He's by Rock. I think he's fighting in Rochester, if I'm not mistaken. He's fighting in Rochester. So I'm wishing my bro luck too on his fight also.
Salute. Yeah, Rochester closer to me. I mean, I'm about shit, maybe an hour and a half away from Rochester. But so yeah, salute to the man. I'm from Rochester. Do your thing. Good luck with your fight. You dig?
Now, let's get into it. Let's get into it, champ.
Let's get down to
Uh
business.
yeah. Um so man, I was a little. I'm gonna start it off by saying, I was a little, mad about the Earl situation. Uh, Earl, got into a very bad car accident, in which he was ejected in the seat, and I know a lot of people wanted to hear my opinion and stuff on this specific topic. Me personally, I think that it's always things that you have to learn, in life through life experiences. You know what I mean? I'm not the oldest. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and say, but I'll be completely honest. Um, you could always learn. I mean, you never stop learning. The smartest people are the people that believe, in learning from anybody. They're like sponges. They absorb everything that is given to them. So, it made me even actually train harder. I went from working out, what I mean, sometimes twice a day to now, constantly this whole week I kind of worked out twice. I kind of really pushed myself more than I normally do. I'm talking about, mountain climbing, and then after mountain climbing, maybe after I hit the shower, maybe an hour or two later, running on the treadmill, crazy shit, real talk. But I just basically feel as though I just want Earl to be more on point. You know, I fella, do you want to add on or say anything on this topic? I don't mind you feel personally. I'm not knocking nobody if they think that Earl, because before you go, actually, there was this thing where they were saying that the LDBC it hates on Bud and stuff. That's not true because there's a lot of the usual suspects in the LDBC that come on my panel and choose Bud over, So I just thought that I was watching my brother BFTB. Shout out to my bro BFTB. He always does great work. Very entertaining last night. And I just don't see where that is. I always like Bud. I just always said that I'm picking Earl. I've been saying that. If you go back to videos 10 months ago, you know what I mean? You'll see me always picking Earl. Earl is my man. It's nothing personal. That does not mean I don't like Bud. I order Bud's pay-per-views and stuff. So, that's just basically all I wanted to say before you commented. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, to start off, once again, I wish uh, Errol Spence a speedy recovery, and I'm relieved and glad that his injuries were nothing serious. I'm glad that he'll be able to resume his boxing career. Apparently, like nothing really happened, but
Um,
that relief did turn to anger, and that anger has subsided into disappointment. Now, but before I get into why I'm disappointed, Ak, you had something to say?
Yeah. I just dag, I had a quick point. I was yeah. He lost a few teeth in case y'all didn't hear, and he got a few lacerations on his face. So he's probably gonna have like some marks or cuts on his face. I don't know if he's gonna do Earl don't seem the type to me to do the plastic surgery thing. He doesn't seem that type to do the plastic surgery. I know my pretty ass would have did it. Yeah, I'm saying I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Yeah, I mean I ain't go front. I ain't even crazy light like that, but I'm light enough to where you would see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got mad. Oh, shoot. I was like, you got mad win. But other than that, I mean, basically, shoot, I probably just would have, me personally, I'm just telling y'all what I would have did. If I would have lost like my teeth, I probably would have just knocked them all out and just got the implants. Just because I already lost some of my teeth that I was born with, basically. Well, not born with, but my second teeth. Go ahead. I fella, I want you to cook. I gotta try to send out a couple.
Indeed. But you say, Philip, why are you disappointed? Well, this is why I'm disappointed. Because Errol Spence was moving like a reguloid. What's a reguloid? A reguloid is a regular person. And Errol Spence ain't no regular people. He ain't no regular person. You know what I mean? He's the unified champion at welterweight. He's potentially the undisputed champion at welterweight. He's potentially a champion at 154, all the way through to 160. So he can't be moving like a reguloid, going out there driving drunk, allegedly. I'm just saying, like, what else could you be doing in a high performance car? You know what I mean? Driving at a high speed down a roadway at 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? If you didn't have a little something in your system. But with that being said, you're moving like a regular. You should have a driver for that. You should be driving in a convoy. You know what I mean? A man in front of you, in front of you, and a man behind you. If he was in the wrong neighborhood, he could have got he could have got robbed. You know what I mean? He could other things could have happened to him. You in the dig? But man, he was so lucky under these circumstances that this is the result. No permanent injuries, and his boxing career will resume. So hopefully, this is a wake up call to Errol Spence that he needs to slow down with this partying like a rock star type movements and get really back down to business. You know, dig because there's corporations, there's major networks putting a lot of bags behind them. You know what I mean? And they can't be having them rolling rolling Ferraris every other day. You know what I mean? Caught on camera slurring and stuttering over his words. They can't be having that. You know what I mean? And the boxing fan can't be having that neither. We only get to see this guy 2 times a year perform. You know what I mean? The way we want it, the way we want to see it. Like you said, he better keep it on point. You know what I mean? This definitely is a wake up call, and that's why I'm disappointed that you know what I mean. He shouldn't be moving. He needs to be moving more like a boss. I ain't saying that you can't be drinking or nothing like that. That you can't be partying, but you got to party responsibly.
And
You
I feel
got
like
you got money to have multiple cribs. You know what I mean? Throw away cribs you can have parties at. You know what I mean? You don't need to drive nowhere. You got money to have drivers, security teams, and whatnot. That's what you need to be doing, moving like a boss, not like no reguloid. That's all I got to say on that.
I ain't even gonna lie. Everything that you said, was right on the money. You know what I mean? Let me get in these chats real quick, and then I'm we gonna cook on it. Shout out to my boy Dark Truth. Oh, always supported me, man. Love this dude. Yo, he said peace act. Marcus Johnson was shaking. Of course, my boy Macadon Juan. Abel Torres, good to see you. Jay Cooley, good to see you. See, I feel good. I'm already feel calm and prepared for the fight. Of course, my uncle Mike Hennigans. We gonna start that band, Mike Hennigans. Act Legend and the OGs. He said facts, Lion did. Omega Red, my boy. You know what I mean? Always making me laugh. He said salute. And then of course, my dude keeping his eyes on the prize. Kenneth Johnson. All right. Yeah, man. So I sent out a few links. I don't know where my bros is at. But yeah, as far as Earl, like I said, this is just a learning. It's a learning experience. To be honest with you, you know, like I said, he got ejected from the car, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Even if he is okay, he's not okay. He's never gonna be the same Earl. So y'all could get that, you know, out your mind. I'm still know that he's a calm, resolute dude for the most part, but we just got to be completely honest about everything. He's not going to be the same. We don't know, even if he is good physically, is he going to be the same psychologically? You know what I'm saying? When you get cuts and like, see, I'm from New York, right? And I remember, you know, all of the, you know, OG Damu homies. I'm gonna say Damu. You know what I mean, homie? I'm gonna say it in Swahili. You know what I mean? All the Damu homies, you know what I mean, used to tell me when they was young, and I'm talking about dudes that's like 40 and up. You know what I mean? They used to call this a five crazy nights. And it would end like on Halloween. It would be around this time of October where you do a series of events, that have to do with, putting in work. I'm not gonna say exactly what it is. So I'm just saying, like, you having marks and stuff on your face, you kind of tend to remember that, and then you kind of go back to that. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying psychologically, y'all don't know because none of us niggas can ask Earl a million times, and Earl could give you that, calm look and that poker face that he always give you. It doesn't mean that psychologically, you know what I mean, that's okay. I forgot what they called that, fella. If you remember when you get into I forgot what they call that.
Well,
What's
like a post traumatic stress or something.
it's something like that, but they call it. I forgot. I think they call it something. It could be that. It could be that. It could be it. It could be that because my boy Chesler that I'm real close with, he got into a car accident. You know, I mean, a few months back. You know, so yeah, I'm just saying, like like I said, he got lacerations and stuff on his face and stuff like that. So, like I said, you looking at certain marks and scars and stuff like that, it kind of brings you back. I'm pretty sure he probably doesn't even want to hear about it like that. But I know that he's a tough dude and he got porous, thick skin. You know what I mean? So, I feel like Earl's gonna be able to deal with it. Psychologically, it's just gonna take some time. I don't think that it's gonna be right overnight. I think that he'll eventually get over it, and this may affect him in the ring. None of us, know this could have changed everything. This one little thing. I told y'all, a simple grain of rice can tip the scale. But I got my brother Santee Walton in the building. Man, I love this guy's channel, his originality.
Jeez.
I love his originality, and I love his energy, man.
The
I love
bottom
you.
line.
For real, man. It's my peer, you know what I mean, my homie. Santee, man. Talk to the people and let them know where they can follow you at. And basically let the people know how you feel, if you can, about this whole Earl situation in your words.
What's up, brothers? What's going on?
What's going on?
Ain't too much, man. I'm just crawling about the hay, man. Just crawling about the damn wagon, man. Goddamn shit. You called me earlier, man. I was still asleep. I woke up
Facts,
2 hours
facts.
from there, and shit. God damn it! I said, man, my little homie said he said he wanted me on board, so I'm on board, man. Shit. How do I feel about this Earl Spence shit? I think it's unfortunate. I feel like I feel like that brother he's finally in the wing of all his success and great things and everything he fought hard to get. And he's blessed. God takes the people away or the most high or Allah or whatever you want to call it. I call it the most high. I don't really study any religion in particular. But that man puts certain people here that he wants here and gives chances to the folks that are supposed to make an impact here in this world. So when you look at the collateral damage of that car and it's spinning and all the smoke and shit like that, Spence is supposed to be dead, man. Okay, like there are only a few. I'm gonna say a handful is gonna walk out the dust like that, man, and just have a couple scratches. So the fact that he's breathing air and he doesn't have any major injuries and shit like that, I think ain't he gonna be good. And there might be some maybe some delayed reaction type shit going on due to the level of that accident. Maybe not. It all depends on whatever his mental stability was before he got in that accident. I ain't gonna say he's drinking or anything else like that. But if it's off on some shit where he doesn't really even remember and you're waking up and you're in a hospital, I think he's good. A couple scratches, I think he's straight. All right, you ain't got no broken bones or anything else like that. Like he's straight. God put certain people here on this planet to deliver a message and for a certain mission, and to carry out this mission, to be icons here and to show people the right way. And Spence has been one of those guys. He's been one of those dudes to hold people like Sugar Ray Leonard and Mike Tyson and all these bootlicking ass coons, Negroes that have lost the value of staying in line as a black American to stay the fucking line. Here it is. You got all these American Mexicans and Mexican folks picking Mikey, and you always got some bootlicking ass motherfucking coon ass nigga running over to do the same shit. You should be supporting Earl because you should be supporting him because he's one of our young hitters. Black fighters have dominated the sport of boxing forever. Black American fighters. So you should be on board just because you're on board and people supported you when you were in your era and at your finest. But you have so much hatred and jealousy with a lot of these fucking old heads. And this is the reason why a good deal of these young people don't want to deal with them because they can smell the bullshit coming off of them before they even open their goddamn mouth. All right, a lot of these old niggas is sellouts and rats, and they'll sell a young nigga out and throw him up the goddamn river quick just to save their own crusty, wrinkled, decrepit ass motherfucking skin. Okay, but I'm going somewhere. Earl Spence is one of the real ones, man. Okay, calling them niggas to task and not only doing that, but giving us some of the fights we want to see. Coming back out with that bulldog mentality, going down the list and whooping asses and taking names or what have you, are the same jokers that denied him an opportunity yesterday. I'm not a big fan of him fighting Danny because what the fuck has Danny been doing? Absolutely fucking nothing. But he was one of them niggas on that list. And if you're not familiar with that list, that resonated with a Cal Brook, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, and Keith Thurman. These niggas was not trying to give him an opportunity. Damn near wanted to box this dude out and fight each other. but place him on the back burner as if he just didn't deserve. Okay, when the fans and the people wanted to see Earl get an opportunity. All right, so he took the IBF side road that forced you to have to fight this dude or to give me your fucking belt one way or the other. So he did it the raw way to get it anyway. Okay, he did it. He came from the side where you couldn't deny him. You had to get in here and fight this man. So I also say that to say that's why Danny deserved his ass whoop as well. And then he can go ahead and get to Keith and to Bud Crawford or however the fucking order is in a rematch with Porter. But he gonna be straight. I'm not looking at Errol Spence Jr. The moment I heard that he had a few scratches and that's it, he's straight. In my personal opinion, it takes a dramatic ass whooping. All right, on some like Jermaine Taylor versus Kelly Pavlik type shit where you think you got a nigga out and he gets up and stomps a fucking mud hole in your ass and leaves you curled up in a corner like a cheese doodle. It takes an ass whooping like that to shove a nigga out of the sport of boxing or to break him down psychologically to where as though he ain't right. All right, it takes a Joe Kawasaki versus Jeff Lacey type beat to mentally break you to where as though you have no confidence in your ability and you're scraping pieces of yourself off the fucking canvas, leaking, looking like Return of the Zombies, making excuses for your actions, or a Madonna versus Brona ass whooping. When you take beatings like that, psychologically, your confidence and everything in your heart and soul is destroyed. You don't even believe that you're the person that you are. You don't even believe in the skills that you naturally have. All that shit is dead within you because somebody done literally beat it out of you. Okay, so Spence ain't on those lines. He hasn't received an ass whooping like that. Was it a tough competitive fight with him and Porter? Of course. Do you feel like underneath a certain grounds that you could have picked Sean Porter in that fight to win? Of course. All right, however you picked it. But the way I'm looking at it is, he's a young man. He had a bad experience. You left here with some scratches. Your car is fucked, undrivable. You can't get in that motherfucker. It's done. Okay, but he's still 10 toes down. He's good. He's gonna, he says a few scratches. He's gonna be good. All right, and it's not anything I feel like that affects him more than being able to be an able, a full whole body, and to make it back to his old lady and his daughters, man. So that's his reason and his drive. It's said out of his own mouth. Like the reason why I fight and push myself the way I do is for my daughters. So at the end of the day, he will continue to be a killer the same way he has been in the game. Much respect to you, brother.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, 503. What's going on, brother? I want you to well, basically before you go, this is what we talking about. We was bas we was basically talking about Earl Spence and the whole accident and stuff like that, and basically how you felt about it. So yeah, go ahead, 503. Go ahead, cook.
Oh, yo, what's up? Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I hear you real loud.
Okay, okay, yeah, man. Much love to everybody, man, on the panel, man. My brother, all fella, my co-host with the most, you know what I'm saying? My brother Santee, the whole DMV, shouts out to y'all, and of course my Berserker brother, man, at Reacher, man. Much love to you, bro, for sending me that link, man. But it's been a real touchy week down here in Texas, man. We almost seen our champion, man, lose his life, within a matter of seconds. You know what I'm saying? And you know, first and foremost, man, just for him to be ejected out the car, you know what I'm saying? Or however he got out the car, whether he, rolled out or got ejected out, or however the case may be, man, it's just a blessing. You know what I'm saying? For him to even be still breathing, let alone
not sustain no major injuries or broken bones. You know, I think God touched him in that moment, man. And like I said in my live stream, you know, maybe he just, you know, he had a quick reaction time and he was able to, you know, get up out that situation. You know what I'm saying? But in most cases, man, um, when you in a $200,000 car like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini with the top down, convertible, and you know you speed and you lose control, man, most dudes don't make it out of that situation, bro. We seen what happened with my man's Paul Walker from Fast and the Furious. You seen what happened with Kevin Hart and his situation, with his muscle car. You know, sometimes, man, these cars are designed, you know, for speed and power, and sometimes these guys don't really be understanding how strong these engines in these cars is, man. So just for him to make it out of that situation is a blessing, man. And you know, I don't even really care about the whole fight game right now, man. I really just want Earl Spence, man, and his family, man, just to you know, take this time, man, and you know, enjoy one another, man, and and just recover from this situation, man, mentally, physically, emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Because this right here is gonna leave his family traumatized. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna be traumatized as well. So he has to, you know, take some time off and get his mind together. You know, as far as with his body and shit like that, bro. So I'm just thankful, man. I'm just, you know, I thank the Lord for what he did for bro, and you know what I'm saying? We moving forward, man, with positivity. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we're gonna keep God in this situation, man. Whoever your God is, whether it's Allah, Jesus Christ, Jehovah Witness, Buddha, you know what I'm saying? I just appreciate if everybody would just pray for him, man. And hopefully, you know, we can come back to boxing. Well, Earl Spence can come back to boxing when he's ready. And you know, we can get the fans what they really want, man, which is which is the Crawford fight, man. And to all you guys out there, man, that got so much to say about Earl Spence and this and that, man. You know, you guys ready to make your little memes and your little jokes and all that little shit, man. Fuck you, man. You know what I'm saying? All y'all dudes want to do is really just use bro name for clickbait and likes and shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't fucking with y'all niggas, bro. Cause I'm already seeing the shit on Instagram and all over the internet, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I'm just glad he's okay, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be too long with it, man, but that's all I got on it, bro.
Nah, you wasn't long, brother. It's perfect. That was perfect. And shout out to everybody for their opinion, because I'm gonna be honest, and not one person had exactly the same view on it. That's what I love about us. But they swear we all mechanic robots, and we all was made. They think we was made in the laboratory. Like, yeah, LDBC act, LDBC Santee. Yeah, talk like this. This is that. No, you can't, bro. Yeah, we peers. A lot of us is around the same, maybe a few years apart and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying, bro? We don't all think alike. You know what I mean? We grew up off of the same stuff, but that don't mean we think alike. Let me get in this chat real quick. Shout out my brother, Brooklyn Child Boxing. I see you, champ. I see you in the building. I was just in Brooklyn the other day. You know what I mean? I was in the store with my sister. Uh, okay, I read that. He said that is a fact. At when Martin Luther King got stabbed in Chicago, he developed nervous twitch that lasted his entire life, and I know that that's one of the people I mean, you know what I'm saying? And then some people that I know in real life that got a $150 on their face. Uh, exactly. Bottom line, and then see. Mark Hennigan agrees. See, it's like it depends on who you are, and you know the people you've been around. Certain people feel this way, and certain people feel that way. That's just life. Mike Hennigan said Earl beat the life decision out of Mikey. Kenneth Johnson said exactly. This is a line in his book of life. Yeah, this is definitely. It added, something to his story when he make a book after boxing. You're definitely right about that. All facts, 503. Okay, and then that's the end of the chat. Yeah, guys, it's one of them things. Like, I gotta admit, Kenny Porter, he was actually kind of right. He said a fighter is most vulnerable when, and I'm gonna ask all of y'all, when? Not before, not in the middle of the fight, but after the fight. You know why? Especially if you win. You know why? Because you're on top of the world. You feeling yourself. You know that you did a good job. You know that, you know what I mean, you made all your peoples proud. Shoot, you probably, they're going to throw you an after party. You know what I'm saying? Your peoples, or you either got an after party planned. And then, you know, you probably could get any girl you want at the party. You vulnerable. You got money in your pocket. You got paid. You know what I mean? Kenny Porter was exactly right about that. He was exact. That's why it kind of did worry me, because I'm like, dang, man, if I'm sleeping dudes and all of that, and the members in the LDBC come in and start hyping me up, yo, I'm gonna be on 1,000. Santee there, and 503, and Mac and Oddfella, and then y'all throwing Kurt in there. Somebody might die in the ring, and then Fuller carrying the belt, walking with me, and all my brothers, like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I would be on top of the world, and then I get a first round knockout or something like that. You know, I'm gonna be on 1,000. You know, ain't nobody gonna be able to shut me up. I'm saying, so you're very vulnerable. So this is the truth, and stuff like that happens, and it can happen. Fuller just came in the building. I want Fuller to get a chance to talk about this, fellas.
Talk
Fuller,
about what?
we just was bringing up the whole Earl Spence accident and stuff like that. We want to know how you feel about it. All the other brothers already said how they felt, and then I'm gonna get in the chat after you done it. Then I'm gonna move to the next topic.
It's twofold to it. Number one, you know, God doesn't make mistakes. I truly believe that, you know, everything aligns for a reason. And so there's a reason for this that he had. And I have a feeling that it's just going to produce something even better than before. You know, that's why I truly believe. I truly believe it's going to produce even a better version of Earl Spence. You know, now, is it unfortunate that it happened in these circumstances? Yeah, it is unfortunate. You know, it's very unfortunate that it happened in these type of circumstances. You know, he didn't deserve like to have it. But is it part of a bigger picture? I believe so. Okay. I believe it is. I believe it's part of a bigger picture. I believe that with this accident and things like that, the fact that he has no broken bones and the fact that he's talking, that he's joking, that we're going to see another Earl Spence that's going to basically be even more better than before, more polished than before. Not saying that he wasn't polished already, but we're going to see it now again. We're going to see it times 10 probably. And and that's going to be a good thing. You know, now I don't know. Okay, I don't know. There hasn't been a full, like a full. I want to say like a full like investigation on if he was intoxicated. So I don't know. I don't know if he was or not. Okay. Um, but provided the case that he was, you know, just for the next time, just to avoid this the next time, just get your sober homeboy to like drive your whip, you know, just drive you home. So you can just like avoid this altogether. You know, this problem can be solved very easily. And I think that it's just gonna there's nothing but good that can come out of this. That's all I'm gonna say. It's an unfortunate circumstance, but nothing but good can come out of it, you know. And I think Earl is the type of guy that is gonna make good come out of it because even after the Sean Porter fight, he said ballooning up ain't cool anymore. I'm gonna stay at my weight, you know. And even after the fight, he was back to work again. You know, he was back training, you know. So good came out of that 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 battle he had with Showtime Sean Porter. And I think the same will be for this accident. You know, that's just my 2 cents.
Appreciate you, Fuller. We appreciate. Let me get in this chat real quick, and then we gonna move on. Uh, Okay, Rob Lee Sports. Shout out to Rob Lee Sports. Salute to the whole chat at LDBC. He says Spence very well could come out of this more dangerous than before. You know what? That's very true. You know what I mean? Just I like they said, like our fella was talking about, and a few of the other brothers brought up. When you in them foreign cars, gotta be careful, bro. You could lose control very easily. And I heard that when you step on the pedal, that shit is light.
Yeah, not bro, not even with the foreign cars, bro. Just think about when Kevin Hart had his accident, bro. That was another major celebrity that had an accident. He was in one of them old school Cuda muscle cars, bro. That was
Oh
American
yeah,
Muscle.
true. Yeah, you're
And
right. That's a
he
fact.
wasn't even driving, bro. His man's was driving, and he
That's
had his
like
girl in the back.
that was like Biggie and Lil C's.
Yeah,
That
and
was
they
like
fucking
Big, and
they
Biggie
flipped off.
wasn't driving. It was the Lil
Yeah,
C's was driving.
they flipped off the road, bro, and he had a top. His whole top was chopped off, bro. He looked like he had a convertible. You know what I'm saying? It can happen with any fast car, bro. Any fast car. All them shits is dangerous, bro.
Now you're right, and you're right. I'm just saying though, even more so though, 503. You got to admit, with them foreign cars, like the acceleration points is real crazy, man. You remember that Chief Keef ball, 24 skating, but I'm into speed racing. Watch you hop up in that Rari and go sick like a patient. Real talk. That's real talk. That Chicago nigga wasn't lying. That's real talk. You getting what it owes, you taking off. You gotta be even. I just say you gotta be doubly even more careful when you in like a
Well, the thing is about
Ferrari, a
foreign cars.
Porsche.
The thing is about foreign cars. It's like boxing, very delicate. Boxing is a very delicate sport. The foreign cars are very delicate. You know what I mean? Although they're built at the high quality, they're built at a very high quality. Usually, most of the time, they're hand built. You know, most of the time. You know what I mean? Uh, you have to be careful still. You know, you have to be very, very careful. You know, because it doesn't take much to mash on the gas of a Ferrari, and then you know how like in Star Wars where they do the hyperspace, that shit happens in that car. You know, because I've driven them shits before. You know, it doesn't take much for you to just, phew,
I
you
know.
know,
From what I heard, I never got to test drive one and like that. But from what I heard, friends, they told me, yeah, that it's crazy like that.
yeah,
Let's get in here and this um Denise Ward to the Queen, Miss Denise Ward. She said, "Good afternoon, everyone." And then Jay Cooley said, "Right, because I was in a box Chevy and it flipped multiple times." Damn. Jay Cooley said, and I came out without a scratch. Damn.
it happens like that sometime. I remember one time, you know, and this is just by the grace. This was seriously by grace. Um, I was in an accident and our shit was total. I mean, our shit was total. The only thing that I had when I came out of that accident is I had a scratch on my face, you know, and I probably did have a light concussion, but it was something I was able to like basically just shake off. Um, but I had a scratch on my face, and then you know when I had that scratch, you know that was a blessing in disguise because female said it was sexy. So I said, okay, well, you know, nigga got battle scars. You know what I mean?
Yo,
But
Fooler, when you like a light brown brother or a light skinned brother, nah, that shit don't look good.
I'm dark.
That shit don't
I'm
look
dark.
good, bro. That shit
I'm
don't look
dark.
good. Depending on, I know, you good, you good. I'm
I'm
just
dark.
saying, man.
I'm dark
Yeah, I
brown.
mean the brown brothers is lucky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, when you got the middle in between and them light brothers, that shit don't
yeah,
look cool, bro. You might have to consider that plastic surgery. And yeah,
yeah,
he didn't just get scratches; he lost some teeth. So that's why I was saying earlier. You
yeah,
know what I mean? I would knock all my teeth out and just get the implants. Now
yeah. It, it,
I already lost my real teeth. It don't matter if I lose a couple, all the rest of them. You know what I mean? But Kurt just came in. Let me let Kurt get his opinion on the whole thing. Shout out to you, Kurt. And we definitely gonna move on to the next topic after that, for real, for real. Kurt.
What's good, man? I just came in the building. I'm late, man. What's good, everybody? What's good, Act?
Yeah, we got I'm good. We got Santee, we got 503 Fooler and our fella.
What's up, fellas?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us how you feel about the whole situation. Kurt. Then we gonna move on. We on to the next topic.
Well, he Spence, you know what I'm saying? He's very fortunate to be alive, man, because it's a good thing he got it, you know, ejected from the car, man, because the way that car flipped, I saw the video, you know what I mean? He could have like really lost his life, man. I mean, there's no way he would have survived, man. So it will make him a better person. I don't know, you know, if he fell asleep, he lost control. I don't think things came out yet, you know. So you know, he's just lucky, and it's a blessing that he's alive and only you know needs some dental work and got some cuts on his face, man, and he's very, very fortunate. You know, and him return to boxing, that's like a distant second. He gotta get himself together, man. Probably a little shaken up, get some rest, you know, and come back strong, man. But this should be a wake up call, man, because in boxing history, you got people like Salvador Sanchez and Victor Galindez and James Schuler and Diego Corrales died from a motorcycle or car crash. It seemed like fighters love speed. I guess it's an adrenaline rush, man. They always die from being careless, man. He could have, he gotta, make better judgment. You can't be flying 100 miles per hour in a Ferrari, man, and think everything is going to be fine, man. Those cars are dangerous. Those cars are meant to be driven a certain way, not going top speed, because you go top speed, you easily can lose control. So hopefully this will make him, wake him up and be like, hey, those fast cars, man, just leave them alone. Same way that Salvador Sanchez lost his life.
Yeah, you completely right, man. Like I said, I just hope, in the future, it's, he just, like you said, make better choices because those cars, man, they're real delicate. Now, I had seen something in an article. I don't know how the fellas is gonna feel about it. I'm gonna go down the line again. I heard that y'all boy Tyson Fury is getting in the mix with the WWE. I kind of want to hear Santee's opinion first on this one. He's supposed to be fighting. I don't know the wrestlers nowadays. It ain't like when I was a little kid with The Rock and Stone Cold. That era was ridiculous. But
Oh,
I
Act Richard, man, you might want to come to me last. But what's going on, my brother? Kurt Sugar, man. Good to hear from you, man. I ain't heard from you in a good while, man. It's great to hear from you.
Always, man. Always, man. It's been a minute since I talked to you, man. So I hope everything is good with you.
Yeah, I'm straight, man. I had to have surgery this week, man, but I'm all right, man. I had to
Oh,
get
man, you all right, man?
no, I had to get my wisdom tooth removed, man.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, but what you call it? Just come to me last.
Okay.
I'm still
I
eating and
know.
all that.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me
No, go
get my
ahead.
wife.
Go ahead, 503. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, 503.
Yeah, man. Much prayers to my brother Santee, man. Hopefully you get a speedy recovery, man, on getting them teeth pulled out, man. That's a challenge right there. But my thoughts about Tyson Fury, man. On the wrestling deal, man. I was watching it. You know, top rank, Bob Aaron, Backdoor Bob, man. All these dudes over there at the top rank, on the top rank side of the street, man. They doing whatever they can to keep their fighter name relevant, because this is damage control, bro, from them last two shit shows they put on with Otto Wallen and Tom Schwartz. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna learn November 23rd how to really pack the house in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And get a maximum crowd to capacity. You know what I'm saying? In the MGM. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to the MGM fighting a lower tier Uber Eats driver. You know what I'm saying? And there's no disrespect to Otto Wilder and the Tom Schwartz, but it is what it is, man. Um, I think that they just trying to, keep Fury name out there, keep him relevant. You know what I'm saying? For the final quarter of the year, so they feel like that these wrestling fans are gonna keep his name afloat. But what you got to understand is you tapping into a whole nother demographic of people, because all fight fans who watch, whether you watch MMA or you watch boxing, a lot of guys don't really fuck with wrestling no more. I mean, because wrestling is just it's a pastime. You know what I'm saying? Wrestling isn't like how it was once before, when you had dudes like The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, Big Show, Undertaker, Kane, all them type guys. Wrestling ain't popping like how it used to be popping no more. But I mean, it's still okay, I guess, man. It's an okay look for Tyson Fury, but it's not really gonna help him sell tickets in the mainstream media of the fight fans, bro. Because like I say, man, I mean, fight fans don't really watch wrestling like that. Some fight fans, they wiggle in between MMA and boxing, but wrestling, I don't know, man. This is it's gonna be a long shot with the wrestling, man. It might work, it might not, man. Hopefully, Tyson Fury doesn't take too many unnecessary punishment or injuries in this. Because I do want to see that fight between him and Wilder at the beginning of the year, whether it's in February or March, and then hopefully around Juneteenth or maybe summertime, we can get the Wilder and AJ Andy Ruiz winner, whoever wins that fight, or maybe we can get Wilder versus Usyk or whatever the case may be, man. But I honestly, bro, I don't really like this whole, they started trying to push Tyson Fury down our throats into the mainstream America, when it comes to the combat sports. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe, man, they need to try another demographic, bro. But we can't really relate to Tyson Fury, bro. He's a tall British guy, gypsy guy from England, and he not really in touch with what our demographic is. You know what I'm saying? The minority fight fans, dudes that like Deontay Wilder or Tank Davis or Earl Spence Jr. or Terrence Crawford or whatever like that, man. So it's gonna take some time, man. Like I say, man, they have to put him in the right type of fights, bro. And these last two fights ain't been it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if he would have fought a black guy with a name, you know what I'm saying, like maybe like a Dominique Brazil or something like that, man. It probably would have worked, man. But he haven't really been doing that. So it is what it is, man. But that's all I got on it, bro.
Okay, our fella, are you there, bro?
Indeed.
Yeah, man. Let us know how you feel.
um, I don't think this is gonna be that much of a factor, to be honest. Um, to double up on what 503 is saying, I don't think wrestling it's definitely past its prime. It's not what it once was. Uh, Its popularity is waning in the dig. But for the people in Tyson Fury's camp, the Frank Warrens, the Bob Arums, this is their last ditch attempt. You know what I mean, to get some to to help save the marketability of Tyson Fury in America. This is all. This is it. This is um, because once again, those two last fights, you got a Tom Schwartz, no one knows about. He's he's unknown and obscure in Germany at that. And then you have Otto Wallen, who's a little bit better of an opponent, but still he's unknown and obscure. Um, they've done a terrible job uplifting Tyson Fury's profile, other than their usual pranks of using Wilder's name to clout chase off of to build their fights. Um, this is once again another last this is a last ditch attempt to to increase Tyson Fury's marketability, and I don't think it's going to work all that well. Like I said, they also got Cain Velasquez included in this promotion as well. Uh, he's going to be fighting Brock Lesnar so I mean, I don't know. I do know this is that I don't think it's going to be much of a factor. But nice try. That's my take.
Okay, I'm gonna come to Fuller next, but let me read the chat first, and then I'm gonna go. I want Fuller to talk. Um, where was I? Oh yeah, I read that. I read that. Yup, he got a match with Byron Strawman. That's how you say it. I never heard. I don't know these dudes now, man. What is good, champ? Renee Boxing, what's going on? Says salute gang. And then Renee Boxing said, I assume wrestling is still banging because them arenas look filled. Well, there's certain wrestling fans that ain't going nowhere. He said, I agree. Fury acts more like a clown trying to gain attention. Then Renee Box said, it may get attention, but not respect. Shout out to Eric Jenkins. He said, was good panel. And what up to my peeps? What it do to my peeps? And then Renee Box said, I haven't watched wrestling in many years, so I'm weaning that. I'm weaning wow. Had Fury not done them cheap ducks, Wallen and Schwartz, and had an immediate rematch with Fury, his career would be would have skyrocketed, man, win or lose. Okay, and that was the last one. Fuller, what you think about this whole WWE and Tyson Fury? Here? All right. Kurt, you could go. If you dare, Kurt. You could talk about it.
Yeah, Tyson Fury want to be an entertainer, man. I don't think his heart is into it like that. You know, um, he dances. He tried to play to the American crowd. Then for Cinco de Mayo, he had on the Mexican outfit and the sombrero and everything. He wants to get out there and he wants to be like an entertainer, first, and then fighter second. That's why he fighting people like Schwartz and Wallin, and then almost backfire against Wallin. It almost did. So, I don't think he's serious, man. He could have fought Deontay Wilder, man, for the second time. But I'm not even high in that fight. I want Wilder to fight the winner of Joshua and Ruiz, man. And have Fury wait in line. And that's why he's in WWE. I mean, other fighters that did it, but with him, he taking on competition. He know he can beat, and he's a clown, man. I lost respect for Fury. First, I ain't like him. Then, okay, he put up a good fight against Wilder. I was starting to like him again. No, I don't like him. You know what I mean? So, he living off his complexion. He got the big deal, and that's all he wanted, man. Money wise, man. Man, some dudes heart is into it, and some dudes, they play around, and because he's a white heavyweight, that's always precious in boxing. He's playing to that. And plus, his personality. He wants to be like a circus act, man. So, this WWE thing, I just wish it'd go away, man. He gonna get paid from that. And you're gonna start seeing him do stuff like that, man, and not take boxing serious.
All right, you can come back to me. My bad. These niggas were being racist because I got a damn MasterCard and they wanted to decline my shit. And I just called my shit and there's more than enough money on my shit. But, that's just, this is
Wow.
the times we're living in,
Wow.
basically. But that nigga Tyson Fury's not gonna fight Deontay Wilder again. I'm trying to tell you that he does not want to feel what he felt in the first fight. Okay, that thing changed his whole life. That thing changed his whole outlook on life. And the bottom line is, if he was really a champion and if he was really wanting to be a champion, he would jump right back in there. 2 tune-up fights are enough as it is. You know, actually one stay busy fight is enough as it is. But then what happened is, unfortunately, Deontay Wilder in the first round went ahead and just breezed off Dominic Brazil. You know what I mean? He just like pretty much just said, let me just off this guy, you know, sniped his shit really easy. And Tyson Fury probably saw that. And, you know, although Tyson Fury moves better than Dominic Brazil, he got better footwork than Dominic Brazil. He knows there's a very, very, because the thing is about Deontay Wilder's right hand, it's like a cobra at attention. You know, when a cobra's at attention, it only takes one strike and then that's it. You know what I mean? It takes one strike, it bites your ass, and then that's all she wrote. You know, and it's the same thing with Wilder's right hand. You can't blink. You know what I mean? You really can't blink. You have to be on guard at every single moment of the fight. I don't think Tyson Fury feels confident enough that he can do that. I don't think Ben Davison, his like trainer, feels confident enough that he can do that. That's why he's not getting, that's why the fight's not going to happen. I guarantee you he's not going to fight Deontay Wilder. He doesn't want that work. He's looking for other outlets. And I wouldn't be surprised if he signs a WWE deal where he has multiple fights on WWE, where he has multiple wrestling matches and multiple exhibition matches. You know, Floyd Mayweather did that, you know, but the bottom line is that dude was still with his boxing stuff. You know what I mean? And he would rematch people. You know, we know he rematched Maidana. He said, run it back. Y'all thought I lost the first fight? Run it back again. We saw him do it with Castillo. He said, run it back. We know there's a difference between like a champion and there's a difference between like a pretender. And we already know that Tyson Fury is basically pretending right now. Okay? Some people are going for it. Don't get it twisted. Some people are like going for the gusto. They're like liking it. You know, they're enjoying the act. They're enjoying the shenanigans, as we say. You know, they're liking it. But then there's other people who see through it. And the bottom line is, his last fight changed his dynamics as well. Because when he got busted open, I think it happened from a jab. I don't know how it happened. It definitely didn't happen from no headbutt. But when he got busted open, was leaking like that for the first time, that changed the whole dynamic of his fighting. You know? And I really think the bottom line is that dude's scared. Scared to death. That's what it really comes down to. Because what is he gonna bring different? What is he gonna bring different to the table that's going to be able to keep Wilder at bay when it comes to Wilder doing what we know Wilder does? And that's just the way I look at it. He's not going to fight him again. We might as well stop holding our breath. He's going to keep on flapping his gums like he's doing. And that's just what it's going to come down to. And before I'm done talking about this, I need to talk about one more thing real quick. Usyk is following Tyson Fury's.
Bro, no. We're gonna bring that up. Fooler. Don't skip ahead. No.
Right.
Dead it.
And that's
We
all I
gonna
got to
that's
say
gonna be the
about it.
last. That's gonna be the last. That's gonna close us
That's
out.
what I have to say about Tyson Fury. He really don't want that work. Okay, that's the bottom line. He really don't want that work. He knows what time it is with Deontay Wilder. If he really wanted to work with Deontay Wilder, he would have been at the Spence Sean Porter fight, but he wasn't at the fight. Deontay Wilder was at the fight. Deontay Wilder was with the people. Deontay Wilder was doing what he does. You know what I mean? And the bottom line is, none of these dudes really want the work. They say they want the work. They say they want to be the best. Well, a lot of these guys are paper pimps, and you know that's just the way I look at it. And Tyson Fury is no exception. You know, if Anthony Joshua was doing the same thing, I would just go just as hard on him as I would Tyson Fury. So it doesn't matter. It's just a UK thing that these boxers do. These UK fighters look they look very, very invincible in the UK when they fight these dudes that you never heard of, and they look so spectacular when they're doing it in the United Kingdom. But when they get an American fighter, the tables turn really quickly. Okay, that's just how it works. We've seen it over and over again. Okay, with all these UK fighters, that's the thing. We've seen it with the whole Josh Kelly. Everybody was saying Josh Kelly is this, Josh Kelly is that. What happened? Nigga got found out what time it was when he fought a durable American fighter. You know, that's just basically what happened. Okay, and now guess what? He ain't talking about fighting no other Americans. He's talking about fighting in UK from now on. And it's the same thing with Billy Joe Saunders. We know what time it is with Billy Joe Saunders. We see he's fighting a damn makeup artist next, okay? He knows what time it is with these American fighters. He doesn't want no work. And that's all I got to say about Tyson Fury and all these UK niggas is that when it comes to these American fighters, boy, they find out what time it is, what time American fighters are on versus the time UK fighters on. We can go back to Nigel Ben and Chris Eubank Jr.
Fuller. I got to fight today, bro. I gotta move through this, champ. I gotta move through this. I gotta go to
My
Yonkers.
bad,
I
my
gotta
bad.
go to. It ain't one of them days where we could.
Yeah,
You know
my
what I mean?
bad,
You know what I mean? Because I gotta get to Santee. You know. Let
my
me get in
bad.
this chat, and I gotta cater
Yeah,
to the chat. Uh, Santee. Oh, dang, he just left. I was gonna say, Santee, if you could jump back in, brother. I'm about to just read the chat and come back in. Nah, but what you were saying was facts, though. It was just facts. But you just bought you kill every UK fighter.
yeah. Man, F those UK fighters, dude. None of those UK fighters are shit.
Oh,
I'm sorry to say, even when it came to Nigel Benn and Chris Eubanks, they didn't want no word from James Toney. And James Toney talked about their mom.
yeah,
He said, I'll knock your mama out.
he said. Uh, he said, "Oh my God, how Fury gonna wrestle? He's weak as hell." Um,
Yo,
and then Anthony Buckton,
hey,
shout out
hey,
to
can
him.
you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. He said salute to the panel in the chat room. And then my boy Drew Titan said Bronx on deck, fella. Yo, I text you, Drew. I hit you up, bro, from a 917 number. What's up, bro? I try to call you. Wow, the
Hey,
bottom
hey,
line
hey,
facts. And that's it. That's it. Go ahead,
hey,
Santee.
hey, what you call it, man? Tyson Fury he's always been some type of weird clown that has not been held accountable for shit. Okay? He can fight two bums, it's all right. He can have a patchy ass fucking stadium selling what 3,500 tickets, it's all right. He can test positive for coke and goddamn PEDs, it's all right. Okay? He can go fight motherfucking Tom Schwartz, some fucking bodyguard from Germany, and it's all right. You can get your a foot broken off in your ass, and fight, go life or death with a main man, Otto Wallen, smooth sailing. Okay, now you got this wrestling shit shows just how much of a clown this dude is. Now it's not to the point of counting paper or what type of finances is on the table. To each is his own, nigga. If you want to go motherfucking do face painting in your spare time, and they're going to give you $100 million to finger paint or whatever, hey, much power to you. But this is a line in a time and a line in the sand that's crossed. You're talking about stepping in the ring to participate in scripted bullshit when you already ain't taking care of business, when you're already pretty much involved in scripted bullshit. Okay, notable fighters have said, or folks that's underneath of his banner have said, if anybody else was cut like that, that fight would have been stopped, his last fight. So that's scripted bullshit. Now you prepared to go get another bag off some scripted bullshit. You're fighting a left-handed dude, but you claim Wilder's going to be your next opponent, stand in the ring on some scripted bullshit. let's be clear, family. Wrestling is some scripted bullshit. My days of not liking wrestling anymore came down the lines of when I finally realized that wrestling was fake, and it broke my heart like a lot of other people when you found that shit out. So uh the way I feel about this shit with Tyson Fury, he's a racist, he's a suspect dude. This guy was sitting around here talking about most of these goddamn suspected white supremacists be running their fucking asses around here talking about black people's penises and shit like that. And he didn't hesitate to do that when he was walking around this bitch 400 pounds, snorting coke, or shaped like a bag of fucking rice, talking about AJ's penis size. Oh, I remember that shit. Okay, what that had to do with the price of tea in China? Nothing. It was strictly hatred coming out of his fucking mouth, because here's a dude, couch potato, that at that time was sitting around doing absolutely fucking nothing. And every time a top heavyweight would go out here and take care of business, uh, this grapefruit head nigga would be somewhere hating. Okay, hating. Now he had an opportunity. Let's not take for granted what Wilder did, because he didn't have to give this motherfucker shit. He split that pie 50-50, family. He split it 50-50. He ain't had to give his cokehead shit. A goddamn thing. A motherfucker that done told you on record, I've tried every drug out here, where you sound like a fucking dope fiend to me. I don't care how they label you, nigga. You sound like you want motherfucking 2 for 17 to me, so you can get the fuck. Okay, I don't give you all this glory and all this special praise. I just look at you like the day-to-day pipehead. You pulling pipehead moves to me. All right, fighting other suspect niggas that's never been heard. Otto Wallen deserves a little bit of respect based on going through a suspect matchup where some folks feel like he actually won. Okay, so you're moving on to wrestling, to go wrestle, all right, with fake chokeholds and body slams and suplex and the fake ass motherfucking boot to the chest and the fake ass off the ropes Hulk Hogan leg drop. That's what you're doing now. I mean, you've been clowning this long, nigga. It falls right into your repertoire. All right, down to the motherfucking sombrero and coming down this bitch dressed like Apollo Creed. I mean, you're a circus clown already. He's defined himself as that. Nobody pushed you to be a weirdo, okay? Usually when you see somebody do something symbolic like that, you know, and fucking nigga talking about Cinco de Mayo or whatever, nigga, that ain't your culture. It ain't. It's not your culture. You're not coming down here to fight motherfucking goddamn Andy Ruiz. You're not. Okay, that shit was just weird just to begin and end with. It was just fucking weird. Same way you had a Apollo Creed outfit on to go fight a fucking German. Okay? But you're the Gypsy King. The fuck? Okay? I mean, the way I'm looking at this shit is, all right, number one, whether you're just trying to mock America or you're a clown show. You're some type of bring extra props and what have you for a circus clown show. So the WWE is where he belongs at. And what one of my brothers have said on here, I believe it was Kurt Sugar, family, why do you deserve from doing nothing? Okay? I would never take an individual and say, hey, you deserve a shot or a second opportunity to get in the ring and to get this humongous bag. After prior experience has shown, without you fighting Wilder, nobody gives a fuck. Ain't nobody paying for shit. You can barely get asses in seats. People ain't paying for a goddamn thing. Who the fuck is this nigga? That's what it comes out to be. Okay? Even with all the circus shit and saying stupid shit in the middle of the ring, calling King Kong Luis Ortiz a dinosaur, but you ain't gonna fight. You won't put the gloves up and go in there and show us how it's done. I guess fucking not. We can't jeopardize our investment with this circus clown, okay, that we've brought into Top Rank to lower Deontay Wilder to sign a contract here. All right? This is the line where you measure the real from the fake. You measure the people that actually want to do this. They care about their legacy, what it says in 10, 20 years from now, and what their peers and the younger people say about their legacy. All right. compared to the niggas that's just gonna be involved in a freak show. Okay? But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna come down to the ring dressed like a fucking transgender for wrestling? Huh? Is that a pair of high heels or something? You fucking weirdo. Okay? Well, what's your deal, Tyson Fury? Who are you? He's at a point now that with the depression and all that. I don't give a fuck. Okay, pardon me. I don't give a fuck how that nigga feels. Okay, he's to the point of an identity crisis. Okay, a fucking identity crisis. He don't even know who the fuck he is at this point. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's all some fucking gold dust type shit. Some old Dusty Rose gold dust ass shit. All right. Because the longer you take a look at a strange individual, the weirder and weirder it gets, to where as though you don't even care to understand anymore. All right? A cartoon character is a fucking cartoon character at the end of the day. Don't matter how good your skill is. Especially when he moves the way he moves and he's shown you time and time again, he's fucking afraid. You scared of an ass whooping. Okay? Like my man say off of what next Friday, you scared of taking ass whooping. Okay? Your motherfucking goddamn your peoples, your motherfucking peoples, your wife, your corner man, they scared of the ass whooping you're gonna get from a guy like Wilder. Even from what the young lady said in the comment section, he would have been paid with notoriety, win, lose, or draw if he would have went straight into the rematch. All this Ponzi scheme, let's work the people, let's go ahead and snatch a couple dollars here and there and hype and work the fight up. This shit has only really worked for two people, family. And that's goddamn Pacquiao and Floyd. And people were outraged by that bullshit. You're not doing that anymore. And the downside to this is only this. Tyson Fury's numbers when it came to that stadium. That's the downside of it. The downside is you signing a contract to go and fight in wrestling. That's the down. That ain't no praise to that. Well, he ain't no different than the rest of the circus clowns we got that read scripts around here. He'll do perfect. That's their mindset when they go and put some paperwork in front of him. And why not? Okay? He can take all the PEDs and snort all the coke he wants and go out there and say something cool and put a nigga in a headlock. His eyes can get big. He can strain and shit with that belly of his. All right? And at the end, go ahead and collect the bag. This nigga is a fucking slimy, filthy disgrace. That's my thoughts about Mr. Tyson, weirdo Fury.
Yo, good stuff. Let me go in this chat. I said to you, it's hilarious. This dude, it been fool to have me cracking up, bro. I had to go on mute. Let me see. Where was I? Oh yeah. He said, Eric Jenkins said, agree, Kurt. This is Fury, a big chunk of you know what. Anthony Balton says, salute. Oh yeah, I think I read that one. My fault. He said, left hook that opened up Fury's eye. Let's see, right there. He said, Renee Box said, awesome act. You got to fight later, game champ. Yeah, I do. Salute Trick Nolte, my dude. Ron Finkelking up. Omega Red is cracking up. Who are you? Ha ha ha. Oh yeah, he's probably commenting on what Santee was saying about Tyson Fury's identity crisis. Okay, let's get off of Tyson Fury. Y'all all did great. It was very entertaining. Let's go on UC. That's gonna be our last discussion, and then I'm gonna be out and get ready to go to Yonkers. Let me go to our fella. I didn't hear from you in a while. Our fella, man, what you think about UC?
Alexander Usyk. I used to be a fan. I had him I was highly regarded. Him being a cruiserweight, undisputed. him going through the toughest guys in the cruiserweight division. I give him credit for that. But since his so-called foray, non-existent foray in the heavyweight division, I haven't been too impressed. Since he's chose to make a union with Mushroom Boxing, I haven't been impressed. Now let me lay down some of the evidence on the table for y'all why I'm not impressed with Usyk anymore, and why I put a question mark beside Usyk. In the dig, we can all remember months ago when he was initially supposed to make his debut in the heavyweight division. He was supposed to fight Carlos Takam. That fight, he pulled out of that fight. Matter of fact, pulled out of the Carlos Takam fight. Many of us believed that was a good fight to come into the division and would be competitive, but a lot of us thought that Usyk would probably win anyways. But once again, he pulled out of that fight. Was it rescheduled? No, it wasn't rescheduled. They found a new opponent, and in Tyrone Spong. Now, Tyrone Spong is another unknown opponent, but known to a few like the Odd Fella. You know, dig? I know who Tyrone Spong is, and he's a very credible, highly decorated kickboxer. He has a record of like 75 and 7 or something like that. You know, dig? An excellent record in kickboxing, highly decorated, making this foray into boxing. Is undefeated, mind you, against not the best opposition, C and D level opposition, but he has a WBO ranking. In the dig? So I was somewhat kind of excited to see this fight, because it's a good step up for a guy like Tyrone Spong to be fighting a guy like Usyk. Now, through his whole MMA kickboxing career, Tyrone Spong has never tested positive for anything, never popped dirty, but all of a sudden fight week comes along. I guess they did the face off, and boom, Tyrone Spong pops dirty. And I thought it was highly suspicious because the only one that reported this was Eddie Hearn. And through Eddie Hearn, everybody else jumped on it. And when Eddie Hearn was the only source, and the source wasn't really coming from VADA or any other or even the Illinois Boxing Commission. So I found that suspicious. Now we've seen Blue Blood Sports TV's even reported on that Tyrone Spong. He's shown he's released the document from VADA that he's received, showing that his tests are negative. He didn't pop dirty. That is, once again, his tests are negative. So it goes to leads me to believe that is Team Usyk, were they afraid of fighting a guy like Tyrone Spong? Yes, he's unknown, but he does have a little bit of it factor. He is a credible, you know what I mean, highly decorated kickboxer with some power. You know, dig? Now they got this fight switched up, changed up, and we know Matchroom's patterns. We seen this with Dillian White. Dillian White popped, and they're having secret meetings with the British border control and whatnot. And the fight goes on. Where there's secret meetings and vanilla envelopes passed to the Illinois Boxing Commission. Is this the reason why Eddie Hearn has so many of his fights in Illinois? This is like maybe the third time he's had a card in Illinois. Is there something to that? But I find this highly suspicious. Usyk, once again, it seems like he's ducked from another
opportunity against a decent contender in the heavyweight division, only to fight a guy like Witherspoon who hasn't been active, who hasn't fought anybody of hasn't had any big wins, mind you. He's fought some opposition and lost to some decent opposition. Guys like Seth Mitchell, guys like Chris Arreola, all lost, got blown out. So what should we expect in this fight? Another blowout. This is I'm highly disappointed in Usyk. He's supposed to be, you know what I mean, the Olympic gold champion, undisputed cruiserweight. And we last time we seen a cruiserweight, undisputed champion move up. We seen him move up to fight a champion immediately, and that's Terrence Bud Crawford. He once he did his undisputed at 140, he fought Jeff Horn immediately to get that WBO belt. What's this Usyk character doing after unifying and making the 200 cruiserweight division undisputed? He's fighting a guy like Chaz Witherspoon. Absolutely despicable. He won't hear the end of it from the R fella. Yeah, in the end, yeah, fuck this nigga, man. I ain't even interested in watching this fight. I hope a fluke, you know what I mean, miracle happens and Chaz, you know what I mean, gets that super uber power and knocks this fucker out. That's my take.
Wow. It's a man that really liked the Usyk, so he gave us the whole spill. Fuller, you want to go? If you're there, brother. Yeah, go ahead, Fuller. I said you came.
I'm here.
All right, go ahead.
You know what, man? I said it before. I say it again. You know, the only Eastern European fighter that I respect is Dmitry Bivol because he's with the shits. He's the black. Out of the Eastern European fighters. He's the black nigga. He's the only black nigga. He probably got some black blood down the line or something. I don't know. Maybe he has some black blood because I looked at his emoji and he had like a black dude as his emoji. So maybe he has some black blood down the line. But these Eastern European niggas are the same thing over and over and over again. Okay? This nigga is now using Deontay Wilder's name for clout for this BS fight that he's fighting. You hear him say now I'm in Deontay Wilder's head. You hear him say things like Deontay Wilder is the easiest heavyweight to beat. Tyson Fury is the hardest heavyweight to beat. Andrew Ruiz is the slowest heavyweight. He's talking all this shit, and he has not even fought at heavyweight yet. He has not even stepped in the ring as a heavyweight. He's already talking shit. He's already overlooking the dude he's with. You know? So all this talk, I really don't get it. Okay? But it seems like you didn't want no work with seasoned heavyweights. Sure, they may be journeymen, you know, but the fact of the matter is they're seasoned. And I just see it as a whole Eastern European ploy. I just see it again as the same thing, Eastern European ploy. And that's just what it is. That's just what it comes down to. The zone is picking up where HBO left off at, where they're pushing all these like Eastern European fighters, trying to push it down people's throat. That you know, guys are just the guys, and that these guys are just the prime time guys. Okay, they're doing the same thing, you know, and this is just what it is, bro. And so at the end of the day, we have to look at what's being done now and not what's being done in the past. Okay, we have to look at what fighters do right now. And sure, he was undisputed at cruiserweight, but that's in the past. We're talking about right now, what's going on right now. And right now, it appears that he's clout chasing, okay? Using heavyweights who's been in it longer than him. And and it's my personal belief that he does not want to dance with Wilder. That's just my personal belief that this dude would not in any way or form try to dance with Wilder, you know. And so at the end of the day, he'll probably look impressive in this fight that he's having tonight, okay, as expected. But again, he really
Yeah,
doesn't do anything for me.
my bad, Fula. I just wanted to chime in once more, just to reiterate that I'm really thinking that Usyk's a bum. He should be demanding the number one or demanding his mandatory position, which he is the mandatory for the WBO. He should be demanding the Andy Ruiz fight right now. You know what I mean? He's in within right to be fighting Andy Ruiz instead of Anthony Joshua. But what's he doing? We right. He's clout chasing Wilder, using Wilder's name right around fight night because ain't nobody interested in him watching him fight the super uber not Tim Witherspoon. We talking about Chaz Witherspoon. Not terrible Tim Witherspoon, Chaz Witherspoon. Come on, man.
Let me get in this chat, fellas, if y'all don't mind. And then Ron Finkley said I do everything. Then he said Spung was going to drop Usyk and Matchroom pull the rug from under Sprung. Then Ron Finkley said that's crazy. He said we got Sprung results back immediately while we are still waiting for whites. Good point.
Facts.
Good
Facts,
point.
Drew Titan.
Good point, Drew. Good point. Ruiz got Hearn rethinking all of his matchups. He said, "Odd fella, real talk." Eric Jenkins said, and then Eric Jenkins said, "Just another hype job. Usyk is starting out like a triple flea." And then my OG E Woodson, who's from Chicago, which Chaz Witherspoon is from Chicago. You know what I mean? He gonna be fighting tonight. So all y'all Chicago people, you know what I mean? Y'all should kind of tune into this. And then they got the homegirl, what's her name? McCasker. Yeah, she's from Chicago too. I think the Mexican chick. She's a good fighter. Another person from so Chicago gonna be in this on this card like heavy. Sports Elite said none of these clowns want any smoke with Wilder. Facts. Kurt Anderson, Newark's finest.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Before you go, I just want to tell you, I'm so proud of your brother Arsenal. I'm so proud of him.
Oh, definitely, man.
I'm
We
so
all are,
proud.
man.
I'm so proud of. He did what he said. I finally seen it. He did what he, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. And you can talk about you.
Yeah, true indeed. Yeah, man. North Brick City stand up. Usyk is a good fighter, man, but the bar is low for these European fighters, man. They fight cab drivers, man, and they want us to do the heavy lifting, the black fighters, man. He's fighting Chaz Witherspoon. This is a showcase fight. He gonna knock Chaz out, and then they're gonna overhype. They're gonna be like, see how good he look, and he's a threat to the heavyweight division, man. I seen Tony Bellew piece Usyk up before he got tired, and that's why Bellew got caught. But he was hitting Usyk, man. They trying to make these guys out to be, something they not. Now Usyk can beat Holyfield. Some people say he's the greatest cruiserweight ever, man. It's very disrespectful to our legends, man. He's nowhere near Holyfield, man. But I just want to see him in competitive fights, man. And he'll fight a whole bunch of journeymen, one so tough fight, and then go back to fight journeyman like Fury. That's the script that they writing. So he's clout chasing Wilder. Now I want to see you step in the ring. With Wilder. I want to see who he fight after he gets rid of Chaz Witherspoon, man. Maybe Fraser Kendall or somebody like that. But I just I just want to see him fight somebody good, man, because you got Fury fighting a nobody. You got Lomachenko fighting Anthony Toyota Corolla and Luke Campbell Soup, people like that, and now Usyk is fighting Chaz Witherspoon, man. So you know, I'm gonna look at the fight because they got Bevo on the undercard, man, and you know I like Bevo, man, because I like his attitude, I like his temperament, you know. So I want to see where Usyk go, you know, from here. I don't got too much more to say, but I just want to see his opponents, man, before if he gets in the ring with Wilder. And I want Wilder to stretch him like he did Arthur Spilker.
What time is the fight? What time is the fight happening?
So the undercard start at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
The thing is, you know, man, I've said it before, I said it again, and I'll say it until I'm blue in the face, that boxing is still a racial element, okay? There's still a racial element in boxing. Hell, I see the racial element play out in my own damn gym. You know what I mean? Uh, my coach came to me today and said, you know, one of the sparring niggas, he's a Mexican, come forward guy. He said he doesn't want to spar with he said, oh, he doesn't want to spar with you because he says you move too much. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I'm not gonna just like sit there and just CTE me. You know, that's not how this thing works. I'm gonna pound your brains in and you're not gonna hit me. That's how it works. That's how the game is played. I'm gonna djembe drum your head and you're not gonna hit me. But this is a boring style, though. This is a quote unquote boring
Let me
style.
and I'm sorry to cut you off. Hey, family, when they say he moved too much, he used the ring, basically what they saying too much athleticism, and they don't have the genetics to match that. So they make up an excuse, he moved too much. You know, so that's what that is, man. I could break that down, but go ahead. I'm sorry, bro.
No, but this is what I'm saying. The zone guys are now trying to play this Eastern European thing, but then you have an Eastern European fighter in Bivol who's calling these guys out. But you guys aren't calling for him to fight those guys. You guys are calling him to fight these other guys that don't matter. You guys don't want to see him fight his own countrymen. But then at the same time, you don't want to see them get beat by, like, let's say, a prime black fighter. So it's like you guys want to have your cake and eat it too, man. Enough is enough with that. You know, that's why it's good to have new media. Because I see through this stuff. You know, I see through all this crazy narrative that they're pushing, especially with Usyk. You know, I'm sorry.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you good. We hear you.
Yeah, that shit is too much like right. You don't take a top level East European or a fine white man. All right, you don't take a top of the line, a fine young white man, and throw him in there with some black killer, huh? You out of your fucking mind? You're gonna completely fuck up the bag. All right, folks scream for Golovkin. All right, and they yell for Lomachenko because a black man hasn't been able to put their foot in his ass yet. All right, they're the one that got away. All right, due to strategic moving around the board, cutting around corners, ducking up in bushes, okay, they've been able to save their asses. As you go forward here in the sport of boxing, you learned for years a lot of these white fighters, like pieces of shit like Jack Dempsey, fuck him, because he was scared to fight black fighters, all right, have learned more strategically how to stay out of harm's way and what dangerous black fighters not to put their guys in the ring with. All right? Make no mistake about it. Cal Brook versus Triple G was a fucking accident on so many different levels. They thought they were just going to mop through this guy and beat his ass and take a O. They didn't realize he was going to take an orbital bone socket and he was going to put a stigma on him that opened the floodgates for everybody to want to touch Golovkin. Okay? The monster myth is great until it ain't a myth no more. The lie is good until everybody discovers the lie. Okay, that falls in the lines of racism, white supremacy. If I have this so-called white killer out here, the last thing I want is for your young, hungry black fighter that can smell that this nigga is food to stand in there flat-footed with your boy, bang with him, and put him on his ass. Or being able to have a little bit more validity, some bounce on his shots, and pop shot and expose this motherfucker to death. That's what they don't want, because then these so-called actors and liars like Teddy Atlas get called what they are on their fake analysts. These pussy-ass fighters in real life, like Paulie Malignaggi, who couldn't bust a motherfucking grape in a fruit fight, but you're criticizing the way Wilder fights and this guy and that guy, though it's on your network, now you're forced to take a back seat because motherfuckers are calling you out about how you analyze certain fucking guys. You see, the thing is, they're still trying to shove the great white hype theory down a lot of people's throat, pause, because they feel like there's still some type of hope for it. A guy like Usyk and Vasyl Lomachenko gives the great white hype theory hope. Triple G's was snatched away. It was snatched away the moment Cal Brook put the pause on his ass. It wasn't even necessarily what Daniel Jacobs did to him. It was what Cal Brook did to him. Okay? You take a man that's supposed to be invincible, slap him around a couple times by a black dude, it's like, oh, fuck, here we go again. We got to keep our fighter away from these negatives. Okay? Because to them, they can leave out the door like a Rocky Marciano, undefeated. Not really fighting too much tough competition. And when they do fight these guys, you know what? They're over the hill. So it's not going to be too tough for you, because at this time, their speed and reflexes is all washed away. So you're not getting the prime example. You're not getting the best form of that fighter. You're getting the shell of them or what's left of them just to beat away on like a goddamn Lipinets versus a Peterson. A fresh Peterson would have stomped fucking Lipinets all the way into the goddamn ground. Okay? Thoroughly. He would have broke a bone off in that boy's ass. Okay, but because you go fight him after Errol Spence Jr. has broken him down mentally and physically, you're pretty much picking through bones and scraps, man. All right, at a fucking chicken yard. You picking through bones and scraps that somebody else can already done chewed on. This is where we at. This is how they hype they great white hype fighters up. All right? And I'm going to give you one more fucking example. All right? With Jim Lampley's little fucking racist ass and the Gotti list. The Gotti list. You watch folks like brother P. Diddy, Jay-Z. I mean, that building was packed on the Gotti Mayweather fight. And they took this man of steel, a.k.a. I'm crushing everything. I put niggas to sleep. Can't nobody fuck with me. I possess the strength of God. All right? And put him in there in front of God's son. And he got his ass spanked. All right? You seen punches that you didn't even know was punches. This shit was like some creative player shit Mayweather was slapping this nigga with. Just to let him know, look, you getting praise and hype, number one, because of your skin color. Number two, because of the wonderful promotion that the guys behind you have done to keep you out of harm's way of Negroes like me. Let me show you what it means to actually get in the ring with some top opposition, and then you can tell me if you still like being hit. If you still like being punched in your face anymore. I'm not Mickey Ward, nigga. I am not Mickey Ward. I am Mickey Ward's father. Okay? And I came in here to get some black respect. Okay? Some respect around this bitch. So what he was able to do to Gotti in 6 rounds, God rest the dead, and all that good shit, was completely in thorough humiliation from round 1 until Buddy McGirt said no more. He flushed this nigga like Sunday morning turd. Just whooped his ass. It wasn't about, all right, maybe he might hit Floyd with a shot, good body shot here. That nigga at a certain point was just worried about staying out of harm's way. AKA Mr. I'll take 1 to give you 2. Was rolled up like a cheese doodle getting aired out. All right, face looking like he had two biscuits resting up underneath of his eyes, man. 2 puffed biscuits on both of his eyes and his nose. He just looked horrible. The way as though he couldn't even see. 6 rounds, family. 6 rounds. That's what some black power, a black beating will do to you. So, do I believe the hype train? I never will. Vasyl Lomachenko is as close as I'll ever believe the hype train, based on what I've seen him do. Okay, now he gets some credit. He gets a little bit of credit now. Okay, but when it actually comes to the overall the scam that they've been running forever, no sad. We've seen it too many times, y'all. Too many fucking times.
You had something to say,
No,
Fool?
no,
Yeah.
no. I was gonna say Jim Lampley's racist ass will act like Lomachenko's never lost before, and just bash Salido for beating his ass. Well, Larry, Salido hasn't really looked that well since he beat Lomachenko. He's been on the decline now. And Larry, now Lomachenko is looking unbeatable since he lost to Salido. It looks like he's going to come back, and it looks like the loss isn't even there. And then I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to end it right there. Niggas like Billy Joel Saunders and niggas like Triple G, they no longer get respect anymore. We will never, ever respect them anymore because they know what time it is. They know that Boo Boo will put beats on their ass. And so they're trying to do everything they can to dance around when people have offered them the fight with Demetrius Andrade to get the belt back, and they don't want that work because they know what time it is with that. You know what? I mean, Derevyanchenko has shown the blueprint even more now with Triple G about what Triple G does not like. Triple G does not like it to the body. Okay, he really does not. He can't really take it to the body. Okay, and so when you show that blueprint, it just goes to show that basically he is very vulnerable and he can get stopped. As a matter of fact, after the fight, I just found this out. After the fight, I mean, because he uses defense, his head is his form of defense. The dude was in the hospital. Triple G was in the hospital. Okay, so I can only imagine what Andrade would do to him, a guy who's fleet of foot, has faster hand speed than Derevyanchenko, and chooses his spots of aggression. He will watch that nigga, and he knows that. But this is how you know he is a coward. You're fighting a guy with 5 knockouts next out of 21 fights. He has 5 knockouts. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't get that guy. He would have fought another welterweight in Kell Brook. He would have made another nigga move up and say, well, you can fight me and you can move up and fight me. Okay, he would have did something like that. But the bottom line is Andrade came in the ring with him and said, please give me the chance to fight you. Please give me the chance to unify with you. All Triple G did was nod and just say, okay. And if I was Andrade, I would have pushed him. I would have pushed him and called him a bitch. I would have did that. I would have took the fight. I would have made him fight me. I would have shoved him and be like, you a bitch. And I would have insulted Kazakhstan. I would have been like, fuck Kazakhstan, nigga.
Them security guards wouldn't have let you get to that nigga, man. Them security guards wouldn't have let you.
Home country. I would have said, fuck Kazakhstan, nigga. I would have said something like that. I would have been like, you guys were the weakest of the Eastern Bloc. I would have said something. I would have made that nigga. I would have triggered something to make him fight me because this shit he's doing right now, it makes no sense. And then I'm reading the comments and they're defending this. They're like, you don't know boxing.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You shouldn't even be listening. I don't even listen to niggas if they don't make sense with boxing. I'm a fighter, so I feel like a lot of people, I don't even know why you even look. Most fighters don't even look at niggas.
No, check out on this though, bro. I was reading a comment. This guy said on my page, you don't know shit about boxing. That Polish kid is a problem. And I said, okay, bring him to my gym so I can whoop his ass then, if he's a problem. He has only 5 knockouts, okay? I got 20 something knockouts.
Yeah, go ahead.
20 something.
Go ahead, Kurt. What was you saying? And we got to speed this up, guys. I gotta go to Yonkers. I live in Rockland. That's 45 minutes, y'all.
I want to say this real quick. I'm gonna let At get out of here. See, the game is they thought HBO started this. They thought the influx of Eastern European fighters that it was going to catch on to the white American fans. But see, it didn't. And they're very shocked that Triple G, Lomachenko, Tyson Fury, all of them, it didn't really catch on to the American fans. That's why they can't sell. That's why that Lomachenko fight was over in England. It didn't catch the white American fans' interest, and it backfired. You know, now you got Deontay Wilder. I don't know, y'all know he was on Magnum PI yesterday. That show that come on CBS. He was on there. So to me, he's the face of boxing. He's going to be on more shows for what I'm hearing. You know what I mean? So you know that little experiment with the Eastern European fighters that they thought was going to be big. You know, they try to push Triple G and it didn't work. That's why his pay per view sales was poor. And that's all I have to say. I'm gonna let Act get out of here, man. I'm gonna you know, get off, man. And, hey, Act, man, thanks for inviting me and salute to the panel and chat.
Yes, sir. Let me just get these chats and then I'm gonna close. I'm gonna have everybody get their last words and I'll close this thing out. Um Denise Ward said those fighters ain't about that work. Anthony Balter said Alexander Usyk is simply put doesn't have the power at heavyweight, and it would have exposed with the other dudes sprung. I think Alexander Usyk should fight Luis Ortiz next. I believe that would be a fair fight since he has the accolades. And then Rob Lee Sports said, "Damn, Kurt, like spike skin, laughing my ass off." And then where's Arthur Spilka? He's in the abyss. Renee Box said, "True talk historian." New Jack said, "That's the bottom line, damn it." And then Denise Ward said, "Excellent panel, appreciate it." Roderick Thomas says, "Salute at Kurt and Santee." And then Lowland Profits, the Bone Thugs at the LDBC says, "Salute family." And then my boy Tony Boswell, you came in mad late, champ, but it's all good. He says, "Salute at people, all the mods in the LDBC." All right, man. I just want to shout out my brother Santee and shout out my brother Kurt, for coming through. What's an odd fella? Give us tell them what you got going, and then I'm gonna go to Fuller to close this out, and then I'm gonna end it.
Yeah, G, another dope little boxing, you know what I mean, discussion we just had. Salute to the whole chat that participated. Salute to the panelists that came through. Dig later on tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. Pacific. I will be live and direct. That's my my hip hop radio show program. Dig. Stream me live, or you can hit the podcast, cfmu.ca. That's the website you can check me at. You know what I mean? I play your latest new wave, trap, all that, LDBC members that got that talent, y'all know what it is. It just doesn't stop at the Lines Then mixtape. The live and direct radio show is an extension of LDBC radio. So y'all know what it is. Check me out at 9 p.m. Eastern time, cfmu.ca. It's your favorite, yet your most hated R fella. And I'll be back for another live stream. Salute to the LDBC. And I'm Gizon.
My man. Fuller, go ahead, close this out.
Yeah, thanks for having me on this live stream about this. It's just that I've been throughout the weeks, it just seems story over and over again with certain fighters, and I'm just fed up with it. And I think what I'm gonna do myself is have a panel about this issue, and I'm not gonna have any filters about having a panel about this issue. So I'm gonna have a panel saying black and white, and I'm just gonna give the more recent examples that we're having right now, because of the simple fact that the media needs to know Like the media, there's an agenda by the media, by the by the public media, by the mainstream media, and we know what time it is with it, you know? And so that's why I need to do something, and that's why people need to know, I don't care. You know, first and foremost, it's about being a fan of the sport. And if you're a fan of the sport, you want to see everybody get a fair shake at it. You know, one group of people shouldn't have to do more than another group of people for the same damn accolades. And that's all I'm going to say. Thank you for having me on, and looking forward to maybe another discussion. Maybe you can have a live stream about your fight. I mean, maybe you can say like how the fight went, and the good things
Yeah,
that you did in the fight, and
yeah.
maybe
I'm
you
gonna
can
do
come
that
back
Sunday.
tonight.
I was
Yeah,
thinking.
yeah,
I told him most likely, cause 503 asked me that. And I told them
yeah,
may possibly depending on what time I get back. You know what I mean? Cause I probably will be back around like 8, 9. I'm gonna still try to watch the zone, during the fights is going on. I gotta watch a couple of my bros that's
yeah,
fighting and from my gym too. You know what I mean? So it's
yeah,
not even just about me, you know.
yeah,
But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm just looking forward. I just can't wait to get back in there. Um
yeah,
and yeah, I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow. If I don't do anything tonight, because y'all know normally I do two, I do one after, so that we could talk about what happened that night. It'll probably be Sunday night though, y'all. I come back. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, and I'm gonna be and my girl actually off. She's taking off because she works, but she actually off, like because she just want to see the fight, and she got family out there too. So yeah, man. So I'm probably, what I mean, just gonna be trying to get back after the festivities and shit, worried about getting back home and stuff. So, but other than that, what I mean, shout out to everybody for coming through. Hold on, let me read Trick's comment. It's the last comment. Usyk remains a young uh, Vlad Klitschko, you mean? And then he looks unbeatable now, but Corey Sanders, Layman Brewster, stressed. Yeah, I remember. It, and Wilder hurts him very badly. Um, I wouldn't even say that. I ain't gonna lie. Trick Nolte. I wouldn't even really compare him to a Klitschko. So I don't. Nah. I don't care if he's from Ukraine. Nah. He's a bigger version of Lomachenko. That style, the angles, the speed. Klitschko never used no angles. So nah, I see him more of a bit. They all fight alike. You could tell they all in that generation, and they all from that cloth. Bostic, Lomachenko, Usyk. You could tell just by how they style of fighting. They all to me mirror off of each other. But with that being said, it's your boy Akaricha. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Shout out to the full Berserker clan in association with Keep Your Eyes on the Prize. I never steer you wrong, and I'm out. Thank you, brothers.